Good morning, everyone. This is Gail with your news in motion. How are you today? It is Wednesday. It is October the 20th, 2021. So come on in the room, people. Come on in the room today. Let me see who's out here. I see you. I really do see you all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Let me know how things are going. Let me know what's up. Let me know how things are looking for you. Talk to me, somebody. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette. Good morning, Rosanna Bibbins. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Talk to me, somebody. Talk to me. How's it going? I see you, Deborah and Marion. Good morning. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You're probably like, what is she up to? Why is her hair like that? I'm trying to decide if I could go short again. So I thought I would put the ponytail up, but then I got these amazing earrings from Latrice Jones, paparazzi consultant, luxurious life. So I thought I needed to really play off the earrings. I said, I can put my hair up, put the earrings on, and see if I like it. And I love it. Hello, somebody. Let me see who else is in here. Adrian. Y'all don't forget Adrian's also a paparazzi consultant, so check her out as well. Kenya. Okay, hair to the back and necklace. Yeah, look at the earrings. You can't leave those out. That's the whole look right here. Good morning, Kelly Stanley. I'm glad you're feeling better. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Davy. These dark mornings still. Listen, they still throw me off. I'm like, what time is it? Good morning, Mike Nicholson. Good morning, Hester. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Hey, Latrice. Hello. Y'all see, so this was my thought. I pulled the hair up to see if I can go short again. My hair used to be really short, like to the head, like a boy short. So I did this. I said, oh, I can wear these banging earrings today. And then I said, oh, yeah. Then my man came in the closet where I was getting dressed. And he said, you look fabulous. Hello, somebody. So I might have to go ahead and wear the look. Thought I'd do a little messy bun today. It's going to be a crisp air outside, like 72 degrees. This is my kind of weather, people, my kind of weather. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning to my biological brother. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning, everyone. I just want to say good morning. Also, we was reading the comments yesterday. Yeah, the earrings are fire. They are fire. Look, I woke up like this. Good morning to everybody on LinkedIn. I saw your comments yesterday. Thank you so much for tuning in with us live. Um, I'm cracking up at all of y'all. But y'all listen, we read the comments afterwards. Sometimes the team check them out while we're going, but we really read them afterwards. Y'all had me rolling. Y'all were ready to go lay hands on people. Mike Nicholson, he was like, let's go lay hands. Listen, it's so good to be loved. It is so good to be loved. You got the messy bun too? Can you listen? Listen. So, y'all, thank you. And a lot of people said they got a lot out of the inspirational message yesterday as well. So thank you for that as well. Y'all, yeah. Latrice popping on hello, somebody. All right, y'all. Let me stop. Let me get off of me. All right, y'all. It's Wednesday, October the 20th, 2021, and it's time for today's headlines on News in Motion. I am your host, Gail Dudley. Again, welcome to everyone who's tuned in from LinkedIn. I know you're probably on that professional page saying, why is she cutting up? Listen, you'll get used to it. It's okay, but we get to the news too, but we have some fun. This is the News in Motion family. We are having a blast. We've been at this since June 22nd. 2020. So we're well over a year old and we just like to have fun. We bring relevant commentary with a call to action mixed with the inspirational message. So I'm glad you are here. If you are listening by audio on iHeart or TuneIn or Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcast or Amazon Music, I think I got them all, or Stitcher, wherever. You can always check out the comments either on the Facebook page or YouTube later, or you can see what's inside there. On LinkedIn, your comments will come, they're like a delayed comment. So we will get to them and we will respond to you. Good morning, Monica Lowe. And then we also know that you're here either on YouTube or on Facebook. I think I covered all of them. I'm just glad you have chosen to spend your day, part of your day with me, whether you're watching it live or at a replay. I just want to say thank you for that. We're so excited about where God is taking us. For those of you who may be new to the platform, I am a follower of Jesus. Yes, I am. I make no apologies for that. But we have people all over the world from different religions, from all walks of life. And I just want to say thank you for just, again, tuning in to see what we're all about. We can get a little crazy. Sometimes I can sing, but I'm really not a singer, not ever at all. Sometimes we just cut up. Sometimes we throw out new names. You might be like, okay, I can't follow you. Listen, just watch some of the previous videos. You'll catch up. You'll catch up. I'm just so glad that you are here with us this morning. And y'all know what time it is, right? We got to get this baby started. So let's go ahead and do what we do. And yes, it's okay if you're jamming at your desk this morning. That is music that the theme by Pastor Tim Carpenter. We own the rights to that music. That music was designed right here for News in Motion. Zelray, I see you're on that side today. Zelray, these earrings came from Latrice Jones. I see you have those in there. Paparazzi, she sponsors the segments here. On News in Motion. So Latrice Jones connect with, I think it's on her, I'm calling her Zelray, but on her post, I believe it says Dale, D-E-L Simmons. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. All right, y'all, here are today's news lines. Facebook. Yeah, we start with Facebook. Can y'all believe it? We start with Facebook. Y'all, Facebook is planning to change its company's name next week to reflect its focus. That's The Verge that is reporting. So I don't know what they mean by company name, but there's going to be a change. The rebrand would likely position the Blue Facebook app as one of the many products under a parent company overseeing groups like Instagram and WhatsApp and others. Founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg has been a vocal proponent of metaverse concept, which he describes like this. Here's his direct quote. In the future, you'll be able, I need to be more robotic because he's really robotic. Let me try that again. In the future, you will be able to sit as a hologram on my couch. I don't know if I want to do that, Mark. But anyway, he goes on in his quote that says, or I'll be able to sit as a hologram on your couch. No, you won't. Let me do the whole quote. Back up. Let me leave my commentary for afterwards. All right. He says, in the future, you'll be able to sit as a hologram on my couch, or I will be able to sit as a hologram on your couch. And it'll actually feel like we're in the same place, even if we're in different states or hundreds of miles apart. I think this is really powerful. No, you're not welcome to my couch, and I won't be on your couch. And I don't know about all this hologram stuff, but this is the year that we're in. This is what's happening. Let me see what y'all have to say about this. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's see. None of y'all talking about what he said. Y'all don't want to be a hologram on the sofa. Tell us now. Tell us. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, stranger danger. Yes, Kenya, I believe that. Stranger danger. For those of you who are tuning in from LinkedIn, you're like, well, how is she responding to people? Just put it in the comments. Now, your comments may be delayed, but every now and then I come back through and grab some of your comments. So you can get your name up there, and sometimes we'll pull it up on the screen as well. So talk to us. Those of you who are on audio, I know y'all can't talk till later, but y'all can laugh, but just make sure you keep your eyes on the road as you are driving wherever you're driving to. All right, y'all, the company has announced its plans to hire 10,000 people in the European Union, this is still Facebook, to develop the so-called metaverse, shaping it right from the start. So that's happening. That's happening. All right, next in the news, y'all listen. Listen, the January 6th committee votes unanimously to recommend charging Steve Bannon with criminal contempt. Whoa, that's happening. Yep, y'all listen, don't y'all sleep on the committee chair, Representative Benny Thompson. He's a Democrat from Mississippi. He ain't playing. He ain't playing around. And I don't know now, y'all. Y'all know I love people from all different walks of life, no matter your background, your ethnicity, your skin color, anything like that. But there's something powerful about seeing this strong Black man go up against somebody like a Steve Bannon or, the other dude. So I just want to say that. I'm like, wow, this is powerful. So y'all don't sleep on Rep Thompson. Don't sleep on him. Don't do that. Now, y'all, another news, we have Senator Schumer who wants to put a vote on the floor, I believe today, for voting rights, but he needs 10 GOP senators to cross over and vote. But yeah, here come on Mitchie. Senator Mitch McConnell says that 10 votes to cross over are unlikely for voting rights. Okay, let's pause. Don't y'all just want us to vote? Why can't we get this legislation passed? And why can't we get all 50 of you, Senator McConnell, to vote? Why can't this be a unanimous vote for voting rights? Why are we still having this debate? Why are we still arguing back and forth over voting rights? I don't get it. Can somebody let me know? We got rules. You got to have a valid ID. You have to have proof of residency. You have. I get it. I get that we need to be of age. I get that. But why can't you just give equal voting rights to everybody? To everybody. Now, I'm not going to stand with somebody who's cheating. I'm not going to do that. But why can't I have my voting rights? Why can't we get 10 GOP? See, there's something wrong with the system. There's something really wrong with the system. Talking about the system, let me tell y'all something that happened to me. My insurance changed. So my doctor that I have been going to, no, they don't take this insurance that I have. I have Aetna. So I need to go to the doctor. It's time for all my annual stuff and everything. I need to go to the doctor. So when I go to look, everyone's saying that like July 22nd, 2020. I gotta wait till then. Oh boy. So then, I went and scheduled my booster. Yes, I did, for November the 5th. And by the way, if any of you from OSU East, where we organized to help you get your vaccine back in March and April or May, what you can do is when your time is up and you're ready for a booster, Ohio State put your information into what they call My Chart. You go directly into My Chart, and then you click on COVID-19 booster and you follow the prompts from there. We will not be doing it on this side. You can just go to your chart, My Chart, OSU My Chart, and you can Google it in the website. Just put in Ohio State University My Chart. It'll pop up. You do what you do. So that's out there. So anyway, for me, so I'm calling around to OSU trying to get a physician, and I had gone. Now, y'all all know I have what you call lymphomatoid papulosis. It's a skin cancer. I've had it for several years now, and I deal with it. I fight with it. And so I'm like, well, what do I do? Because I go to them. Well, I had gone to another doctor for some other things from the James Cancer Clinic, and they were saying to me, well, since you healed, you did well, your blood is good, we have, released you from that. Okay. Well, I can't go back to that doctor until I get reestablished. And she doesn't have the appointments until July 22nd. I'm like, well, what do I do now? And they're like, well, what you can do is go back to James Cancer Clinic, to that doctor, and then have that doctor pull labs, and then have that doctor do a referral back to this doctor, which will reopen your case over here. And I said, there's something wrong with this system. So then the doctor called me and said, this is how we're going to do this. And she walked me through to get through all the loopholes. Now, because of a relationship that I have with OSU, I was able to walk through the loopholes. But let me tell y'all this, it bothered me because everybody doesn't have that relationship. So, how will other people be able to walk through the loopholes? There's something wrong with the system. There's a system problem, people. We have a systems problem. So even when it comes to, I'm going to need 10 votes from the GOP or 10 votes if it's the opposite way from the Dems, and nobody's willing to cross over because everybody's being stubborn, that comes back to the system is broken. We are breaking, and as constituents, we need to find a way to legally break this, no insurrection, to legally vote, to have these town halls and these conversations to reverse, to undo the systems that have been in place. Now, I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all. When I've been dealing with this for over a week. And yesterday I just sat there and was like, this is ridiculous. There has to be another way. Why am I jumping through hoops just to be seen by a doctor? So as I was sitting there, I said, okay, with everything that we're doing with health insurance, I'm just being honest with y'all. Did we create a problem or a bigger problem trying to make it more available to other people? I know that sounds very catch-22, but it is. It's a systems problem. So we really need to dig deep into what the legislation says and unravel all of that stuff and say, okay, let's just not try to get to a place where we are putting forth legislation. Let's look to see who does it help and who does it hurt. Even the doctor said to me, and I won't name her, the doctor said to me, she said, it's a messed up system. I said, you got that right. Thank God I have a relationship where I can come to you all to help unravel where I'm concerned. But y'all, because of who I am, I started thinking about the marginalized people, the people without any insurance or with insurance that's not that great, and the cost factor that's involved in there. I didn't even mean to go down this route, but since we're here, I have to talk about it. It's an issue. It's an issue, y'all. We have to figure out a way out of it. And I think it's going to be voting some people out to get that done. So we have Mitch McConnell saying that, keeping that voting rights where we can't do anything. But we also have voting right activists who are demanding change to the filibuster rules. Hang with me. This is all connected. Y'all, more than 100 voting right activists marched to the White House to urge President Joe Biden to endorse change to Senate filibuster rules that would allow Democrats to pass legislation to protect and expand voting rights. Senate Democrat leaders will bring the Freedom to Vote Act up for consideration today. But again, they need 10 from the Republican side to make that vote happen. So we're still locked up. Y'all know where the 10 comes from. That's the cloture rule. We all caught up in the filibuster. We have the parliamentarian. We have the reconciliation bill. It's a systems thing. So without this, you can't have that. With this, you can't have that. And again, Senator Schumer, the majority leader, used up all of those reconciliation bills earlier this year. Now he doesn't have anything to work with. He has nothing to work with. So he's hoping, he's holding out that, okay, I'll get 10. But Mitch already said, I helped y'all with this debt ceiling for a temporary fix until December. He already told you, Senator Schumer, don't look for me to help you again. He played you. He played you. So now they're going to fall short of those 60 votes. Insert Senator Elizabeth Warren, who she's really bright. She's really on her game. She says, look, let's get rid of this filibuster. We can put it back in play later. Let's just get rid of this and get some stuff passed. They're in what you call a gridlock because I shall not be moved on the other side. Now, let me be very fair and balanced here. When it's flipped, the same thing happens. That's a rule we need to get rid of. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like former government, former governor, John Kasich. Just get rid of all of it. Now Andrew Yang, he done started a new party, the Forward Party. I'm about to go over there with Andrew. Can we just move forward and get out of this system? So y'all, the package is shrinking. This is all coming together. This is educational news this morning. So we have a statement from the president's meeting with members of Congress that reads, there was broad agreement that there is urgency in moving forward over the next several days and that the window for finalizing a package is closing. Really? We've been dealing with infrastructure since January. Don't you think the window is closing? See, what's happening is November the 2nd is going to give them a clue of how things are going to fall out, which makes 2022 very interesting. Yeah, I done lost a year, right? Which is going to make 2022 very interesting. The vote is going to be very interesting. And these are things we have to work through. So, what they do, what did they do? What did they take off the table? And let me just be honest with you. We're dealing with Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema, who's holding out, getting money from their donors, and their donors are becoming more important than their constituents. I'm calling it out today. Let's just walk with me, roll with me. So hear me. So Manchin, he got power, West Virginia, but he's no longer serving his constituents, and his constituents are speaking out about it. Then we have Sinema, who's like, oh, Manchin's getting up. This is me. This is fun commentary. She ain't saying none of this, but I can hear like, oh, Manchin's getting all this press. Let me act right and act with Manchin, and let me go over here on this side with Manchin. So let's just be the holdout people. Why? Why? See, what's happening is that the Democratic infighting, I don't care if you are a Democrat or Republican or independent, their infighting is at the expense of all of us. That's on the table. I'm putting it on the table for you. It's at our expense. We're losing. We're losing. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. We are the ones who are losing here. We're losing because y'all fighting. We can't get nothing passed. We can't get anything done. But you're becoming wealthier and wealthier by the days. And we're the ones who are hurting. We can't even get stuff off the containers. We can't even get shipments anywhere. We're hurting while you're in here fighting. We have a system problem. We can't get to the emergency room. We can't get to a doctor. We can't get to a specialist. We're just all gridlocked because y'all are greedy and you're only thinking about yourselves. We voted you in there, or you serve in the Congress to bring to the floor the needs of your constituents. Your constituents, I can guarantee you that 80, maybe 90% of your constituents are on the lower end of the financial grid than you are. That's where we are, y'all. That's where we are. I got so much to tell y'all. So what's happening? And Dr. Jill Biden's not happy. But what did they cut? They cut out the proposal, free community college. It's off the table. That's off the table. We've gone from a 3.5 trillion, that's with the T, package, down to now we're at 2.2 trillion, and it may go to 1.89 trillion because of Manchin and Sinema. How do two people got that much power? How's that? So now the price has decreased, which means the infrastructure as a whole has decreased. Yep. They also saying, well, let's take out the family paid leave. What? Let's decrease this. Now, we have here, and I'm going to talk about Councilwoman Elizabeth Brown, Sherrod Brown's daughter, who's been talking about family paid leave and how important that is. And I've been following her, and I'm like, yes, Liz, yes, let's do this. I'm talking about Elizabeth Brown in Columbus, Ohio. Well, now they can take that out the package. Why? Why are you taking that out of the package? All because they're trying to play around with the numbers. This is what we have going on, which, hold on, I'm going to get to in a moment. What's important? These local elections. Hold on, put a pin there. I'll come back and grab that in a moment. I see your comments, but I can't get there yet. Because I got to talk about this old occupant coming after General Colin Powell. Now, that ain't nice. Now, we don't play that. We won't play that. I won't read a statement. I won't read it at all. But now, how low can you go, dude? That was low. That was nasty. Those are fighting words. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Dude, go get your heart checked. Go get your heart checked. And stop telling people, just stop. I need you to cut that out. We don't play that here. We don't play that. No. So make things lighter before I get back to that pen I had you put in there. Y'all, the queen said no. Actually, she said, oh, no, thank you. That's what the queen of the UK, Queen Elizabeth II, she said, oh, no, thank you. Queen Elizabeth is Britain's longest lived and longest reigning monarch. But don't call her an oldie. The 95-year-old queen has politely declined the honor of being named Oldie of the Year. They came there and said, we're going to name you Oldie of the Year. She had her pocketbook. They call it a pocketbook. You know, we used to call that back in the day. She had it on her arm with her gloves on and her hat. She had a smile. She said, no, thank you. You won't be calling me Oldie. That ain't happening. Don't call that lady. Oh, she can probably run rings around you. Now, she just had to give up her martini or whatever drink she drinks, and she didn't want to do that. Here's my thing, Queen. If you're listening, Queen, let me tell you something. That drink, that martini, probably got you to 95. You don't want to get that up. Girl, just put it in your purse and sneak it out. Have your security just help you out. I'm just joking, Queen. Do what you do. All right, y'all. 1 meal per person. I'm getting to the pen. Hold on. 1 meal per person. Ransom demands. That was made directly to the ministry leader from the Haitian gang who are holding 16 Americans and 1 Canadian, women, men, and children. So y'all, we need to pray for their release. All right, y'all, there's a planned walkout. I'm coming back to the pen. Hold on. There's a planned walkout. Hundreds of Netflix employees are expected to stage a walkout today, protesting a recently released special from comedian Dave Chappelle, which they say contains transphobic material. The show, The Closer, was Chappelle's 6th and final installment, stemming from a 2016 deal with the steaming giant. Yep. Now, on another note, Netflix probably said, walk out if you want to. They have reported net subscriber growth of 4.4 million last quarter, beating expectations of almost 600,000. All right, now Southwest Airlines, I'll come back to the pen in a moment, drops plans to place unvaccinated employees on unpaid leave if employees haven't received exemption by December the 8th, federal deadline. All right, so y'all got all that? Well, I got to play this video real quick, and I'm come back and grab that pen. I got to come back and grab that pen. Latrice said we should send the queen. Look, we should. I like that, y'all, because we have to. I got to show this real quick. All right, so let's get to where I'm trying to get to. Local. November the 2nd on the ballot is local. I want to talk about school boards. That's where we need to go right now. There are over 14,000 public school districts with more than $500 billion spent on public elementary and secondary education each year. Now, they set policies. Y'all, this is so important. You think this doesn't connect to Congress? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So we have the critical race theory that's out there that people are trying to make sure it does not get into the schools. And I believe we have to teach at home anyway. So there's that. When it comes to things that we need our children to know, there's that. But they set goals and vision for the district, adopt policies. They set students' performance standards. They establish school budgets. They approve the school calendar. They adopt curriculum. They evaluate and hire the superintendent. They select transportation systems. They approve contracts with outside vendors. They manage collective bargaining for district employees. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. And right here in the district I live in, we have in our the school board, we have what they're calling vote for the moms or keep the dads in. I'm in the Olentangy school district. And so I said, well, let me look at that because vote for the moms is like, yeah, let's vote for the women. And I can't tell you who to vote for. But when I started digging into what they're doing and what popped up was the whole critical race theory, I said, oh, that's where you're coming from. But see, they're playing off of words. Vote for the moms or keep the dads in. I'm voting for the dads. But that's who I am. You vote for who you want to if you're in this school district. But there's so much that's unfolding there. And when you get people that are on the school board, you think they only sit on the school board. There's a connection to local government. There's a connection, whether it's a commissioner or the city manager or the city council or whatever. You have to follow the dots. Don't sit home. And if you've already voted, that's okay. Just make sure you're communicating this information to people who have not voted yet in November the 2nd. Y'all, there's 14,000 public school districts throughout the USA. Y'all, again, now you have to be, depending upon your city, you have to be anywhere from the age of 18 to 21 to run. So even if you're not in this election cycle and you're thinking about it, you don't even have to have children. You don't have to have children in the school system. Now, some people may their rules may vary. Now, here are common platforms for the school election: budget issues and district operating expenses, student discipline. You have people on the school board determining discipline. Y'all need to hear this. This can include bullying and school violence problems. Now, school overcrowding. Now, I know there's new schools that are in Olentangy and they sitting on the daggone register and the school just opened. Why are the students sitting on register? Do you need another school? What else can we do here? And hear me, you pay for these things with your local taxes. Come on, somebody. They also look at bond measures, local options for levies for facilities and operations. That's connected, y'all. Y'all got to follow this. Student achievement and standardized testing, teacher shortages, school curriculum and teaching material, student behavior problems, safety measures, including student expulsion and practices, and the presence of local law enforcement. Y'all see where I'm going here? Approving curriculum material. This may include censorship and banned books. Hello, somebody, pay attention. Closing or constructing schools and updating facilities. Testing criteria for students. Collective bargaining for district employees. School district consolidation due to budget challenges, transportation systems, including busing, and getting community input on issues. Listen, I need y'all to really pay attention to this. Let me see. Pastor Antoinette said, I saw this on Facebook the other day. The people who tried to block Ruby Bridges from going to school or blocking their grandchildren from learning, they tried to block her from school. Listen, y'all, there's a serious problem, and it's happening at the local school levels. Y'all need to pay attention to this. Now, what's interesting, and I was talking to Pastor Derek Holmes, who was with us last week, and we spoke afterwards, and he said, there's one thing I did not mention. And I said, well, I'll mention it when I cover these things next week. And he said, the one thing he didn't mention, you need to be very tuned in to why there's silence on these types of candidates and these types of people on the ballot. If you're not hearing about it, you need to be asking yourself why. Because see, when they're not talking about it, that candidate becomes a shoo-in. because they're like, oh. So, for example, in Olentangy, come on now, most women are going, oh, I'm for the moms. I'm for the moms. Better read that. You better read that. Don't quit to vote for the moms. Don't quit. And I know people do this because I've done a study on this. Y'all stop going in there. And I'm going to tell you how you can get a sample ballot, ballotpedia.org. But stop going in to vote and say, let me just pick what name I like. People do that. You go, I don't know these people, I'm going to pick a woman because I'm a woman. I don't know these people, I'm going to pick a man because I'm a man. I don't know these people. Shaquita's on here, so I'm going to vote for Shaquita. Well, what does Shaquita do? What does Tom do? What does Richard do? What does Sally do? Y'all, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop being reactionary voters and become educated voters. So y'all, these local school district, that these candidates who are on the ballot, it's important. The person isn't the only thing on the ballot. It's all of these things I just named. What do you want them teaching in the classroom? How do you want them to utilize their budget? Probably pay the teachers more. Hello, somebody. I'm an advocate for pay raise for teachers. I am. Yeah, they good. I want them to have a pay raise. Discipline. These standardized tests that are happening. Yeah. These are the things that are on the ballot. Local police officers, there's your connection with city council right there. The budget, the transportation, who's transporting our children and who's getting the contracts to transport our children. There's that. Y'all, there's so much connection here that we need to pay attention to. I'm going to open my school soon. Yeah, I'm not going to run for office, but I'm going to open a political school soon. Yeah, I am. And not this. This is where basic information that we can get to you so that you understand what's happening. This is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening. So, of course, we want to go to www.ballotpedia.org. And that's BALL. The team is gone, but I think I can find it. I think we have it. Yep, here we have it. Ballotpedia.org. That's where you want to go. You can do a sample ballot lookup. Here's how it works. You enter your address. You enter your email if you would like to receive Ballotpedia election news updates in your inbox. Now, y'all, once you give them your email, they're going to be emailing you. So you don't like it, just you can get your form right there, take a picture of it, screenshot it, whatever. You can select an upcoming election date if there's more than one in your area. You can view the list of candidates that will be on the ballot. Ballotpedia includes comprehensive election information for the largest 100 city populations within your area, as well as all state legislation, statewide and congressional races across the nation. You can contact your state and local election administrator if you want an official sample ballot. They can send that to you. You can go and pick it up. You can get that. See, these are resources that we don't understand that we can put our hands on, but you can get all of that information right there at your fingertip. You want to get it so that you can then study it. You want to get it so that you can study it. You can do your research. Don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to the sound bites of the candidates. Do your research. Do your research. The sample ballot tool includes all candidates in every upcoming election occurring within the 100 most populated cities in the U.S., plus all federal and state elections, including ballot measures nationwide. Additional local ballot measures will also be included. Tribal elections are not included. Territorial elections are included. So just look at all of that there for you. It's right there. Now, I'm going to make myself available to answer questions. All you have to do is send a message to me. Better yet, send it to my email. Let me see if I have it in here. Yep, we do. The email, you can just say, hey, I have a question on this. We will do our best to get to you. Give us at least 48 hours, 72 hours to get back to you. And if we don't know the answer, trust me, I will respond. I don't know the answer, but here's your local information. For those of you who want to find out your representatives, that's the email address for your representatives. And then you can also find out from them information. And if you want to know who your senators are, there's that information as well. All right, the inspirational message I have for you today is to breathe and shine. This is your day to shine. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. That's where we are, y'all. Shine. God has gifted us in this season. We are armed and dangerous with biblical information. And when I say dangerous, that means nobody can stop us. Nobody can degrade us. Nobody can throw us under the bus, because we are more than conquerors through Christ Jesus. That's who we are. I want you to breathe and I want you to shine. All right, everybody, I went a little over today, but I thought it was necessary to make sure I gave you all this information. Hey, paparazzi, Latrice Jones gave me these. And again, there are other consultants on here. I mention Latrice Jones often with Luxurious Life. She's on Facebook because she sponsors News in Motion. Now, we're still in the middle of Unwrap This. If you have a business, a product, or service you want to unwrap on News in Motion, just go to the News in Motion page on Facebook and get all the information. It's also on LinkedIn. It is also on YouTube. Check it out. Y'all, I got to go. Y'all know what I say. Stay well. And today I want you to breathe, shine, and make some bold moves. Until tomorrow.